And there's one last one that we're going to look at today. To be a good coach in our family, you have to be willing to take. To take. And what I mean by that, I mean, if you're going to be a coach must have the ability to make deposits, but sometimes a coach has to take a withdrawal. If you're a good coach, then you're able to step in, and sometimes you got to take a withdrawal. One of my favorite scenes from a fight movie happened in Rocky Balboa. It was a great scene, especially if you followed the Rocky movies all the way through. You see, Rocky has a son. He's had a great relationship, you think, throughout the years, but you find out in Rocky Balboa that his relationship with his son is not very good. And they're just heading in different directions, and a lot of it, the son is blaming on his dad. And there's this scene and there's this moment where his dad has to confront and he has to take from his son in that time. In fact, I brought that clip with me. Here, let's check this out together. Rocky.
You ain't gonna believe this, but you used to fit right here. I'd hold you up and say to your mother, this kid's gonna be the best kid in the world. This kid's gonna be somebody better than anybody ever knew. And you grew up good and wonderful. It was great just watching you every day. It was like a privilege. Then the time come for you to be your own man and take on the world, and you did. But somewhere along the line, you changed. You stopped being you. You let people stick a finger in your face and tell you you're no good. And when things got hard, you started looking for something to blame, like a big shadow. Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that. I'm always gonna love you no matter what. No matter what happens. You're my son, you're my blood. You're the best thing in my life. But until you start believing in yourself, you ain't gonna have a life.
Those are powerful words. And one thing I want to point you out as parents, as grandparents, because some of you, when that was going on, you're thinking of people in your life that you need to have that conversation with. You're thinking of people that you're watching them make mistake after mistake, or just not to care about where they are, and you know they need that discussion. You know that you need to step in and communicate that truth, but you can't forsake what he said at the end. I want you to know you're my son, and I'm going to love you no matter what. But you have to realize unless you make some changes, you're going to continue down this same direction. I often talk to moms, dads, grandmas, and grandpas. They got that first part down. They can give it to them real hard. You can't do this, you can't do that, but they forget the part that says, but I love you no matter what. You're going to make a mistake, and I want you to know I'm still going to be in your corner. I'm not going to abandon you for another fight. I'm not going anywhere else. I'm your coach. I'm in it with you, but sometimes, I'm going to have to say something difficult. Sometimes I'm going to have to pull something out of you.